Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's meditation program. So, to begin with, since the last couple of weeks, we understood what Surge Yoga is about. We also did some techniques. We meditated together to kind of feel the peace within us and to try and get closer to the inner spirit that is within us. So now we will go one step further. And today, what we will do is we will try to know a bit more about the first energy center, and we'll try to see what this energy center is about. We'll also try to see the different qualities that we get from this energy center, and also how to empower it, how to get the best out of this energy center. And then we will also meditate, trying to get the best from this energy center. So this is what we are going to do today. First, we will have the introduction to Mooladhara Chakra. We have already some slides prepared, so we'll go through those slides, and then we will meditate on it, and we'll watch a short talk from Srimataji about the Mooladhara Chakra. So this is what we are going to do today. Um, And yeah, I also hope that everybody has been enjoying and having a good experience from the sessions that we have had already. So having said that, we can already begin. So I'll quickly share the slides over here. Okay, perfect. So the first energy center, the Mooladhara Chakra, this is placed on the base of the spine, and it is placed exactly below the Kundalini within us. So Kundalini energy, as we saw earlier, is the energy from which we are doing the whole process of connecting to our true self. And just below the Kundalini is where the Mooladhara Chakra is. So it's also the first energy center. So today we'll talk about what it is, what are the different qualities, how to bring it in balance. That's what we will cover today. So this is an extract from Srimataji's speech where she's talking about Mooladhara. She says many illness are caused by a catch in the Mooladhara Chakra. Innocence in us can never be destroyed, but can be covered by our ego and conditionings. As the sun can be covered by clouds, we must respect our innocence. So this is also a very interesting point to see that innocence is something that we are all born with, but with time in the course of life, we are faced with so many situations and challenges that we get covered up with external emotions that we don't need. For example, ego or being conditioned to a certain way of doing things, and this somehow brings down the innocence within us. And the quality that you get from this energy center is to get back that innocence, to have that childlike joy in our life, and to be able to enjoy every moment in the true sense. So that is what the aim is from the Mooladhara chakra. Moving on, so what it means. So Mool means root and support is Adhar. So as we know that it is placed on the base of the spine, so it makes sense that it is called as the root support. So the root is nothing but the channel through which the Kundalini passes, and this energy center is kind of supporting the whole root. Yeah. The positions are on our head, it is placed behind our head. On the hands, it's where our palm ends. And on the feet, it's on our heel. So this is how it is placed in our body. As we already saw in our previous sessions, that every energy center is placed on our body or throughout our body. And wherever this energy center is placed, it also takes care of the organs around that energy center. So, for example, now the Mooladhara chakra is placed at the base of the spine, and it's where all of our reproductory and excretory organs are present, and it kind of takes care of those organs in our body. So there are also some characteristics or more information about the Mooladhara chakra. It has 4 petals. Its element is earth. So as we all know already, that we have 5 elements out of which these energy centers are made. And we also use these elements during the course of our meditation to kind of get the best out of the technique of meditation. So Mooladhara is the earth element. So whenever we want to clear out a Mooladhara chakra, we have ways such as walking barefoot on a grass or trying to keep our hands on the Mother Earth. So these kind of various techniques are there. This is also something that we will see in the future. The color, as we already saw, is coral red. And then there are, like, on the biological side, it's the pelvic plexus. It also represents the planet Mars because of the color. And we saw that it's on the base of the palm where the energy center is present. So what does it give? So this helps us with the sexuality, since it also controls the reproductory organs, also the excretion, and also good memory and emotional balance. So the base of our emotion lies at the Mooladhara chakra. And to have a clear emotional balance, to not be too excited or to be too sad about anything, to get this balance is what we achieve through our Mooladhara chakra. And also there are a few more qualities like uh, balance, innocence, purity, wisdom, and joy. So these are all, if we try to look at it, all these qualities fall under the bucket of a very basic emotion that we all want to feel, right? This is not something that should be a big choice, but these are very common things that we all want in life: to be wise, to be full of innocence, to be full of joy. And that's how we start our spiritual journey, from these qualities at the Mooladhara chakra. And apart from that, this energy center also provides a lot of qualities that we use in our day-to-day life. For example, to have a strong sense of right and wrong. So in our life, we are always faced with different situations where we have to make decisions to choose between two things. And with um, somehow the time today, it's always difficult to make this choice of what is right and wrong. We are fed with so much information, so many sides, and so many opinions about a certain thing, that we're always in the dilemma of finding what is right and wrong. But when this energy center is awakened, it becomes very clear. And in our routine life, what we see is that decision making becomes very easy because you already have a very strong sense of what is right and wrong. And then also, you do not have a bias, in the sense that you have a strong ability to stick to what you feel. And because of that, you are not easily persuaded by anything. And similarly, it goes for the third point, that since you already know what is right for you, nobody can take you for a ride. Stabilize is an interesting point. So we always want more. That's how the life is, that if we achieve something that we want to achieve something more. And the stability of the eyes is a way to explain that when we see something, we see in a way of enjoying it rather than thinking, oh, I wish I had this, and then again going through a flow of emotions. So to just observe things and enjoy it rather than being completely involved or having the need of it, and also to have a strong attention. So the last 2 points are connected to each other. When you have a strong attention, you are satisfied with what you have, and you are not easily diverted by anything that you see. Also, it helps us with harmony, to have a very natural, righteous way of living, to not get distracted by anything and not to use anything external to find joy in our life. We kind of find the peace and joy and everything all within ourselves. So that's also one of the main points or aspects of Saj Yoga, that whatever we find out or whatever we want, we try to get it from within, because none of the answers are outside, all the answers are inside. So this is what Mooladhara helps, the first step to kind of go deep inside to find what we really need. And also this Kundalini energy, I am not sure for you guys how it has been, but this is a very common knowledge that is easily available to everyone, but nobody really knows the right way to awaken this energy. And through Saj Yoga, we have this easy technique, and we also use the right technique by following the right principles of Kundalini awakening. So one of the main things is that the Mooladhara chakra has to be satisfied and fulfilled for your Kundalini to rise. So that is also something that through the technique of Saj Yoga, we achieve. And then few more benefits as it goes on. You get emotional balance, mental balance. You always see during the course of meditation that after you meditate, your thoughts are less. You don't have like your emotions are also stable. And as we know that the emotions, all kinds of emotions comes from the left or the right channel, like we saw in the first and the second session, that the left side is the emotions of sadness, of depression, of lethargy. And these emotions usually come when we think about things that have already happened and are not in our control. Whereas the state of anger, the state of aggression, and all these kind of emotions comes when we think too much about the future of things that we want to achieve, but again are not in our control. So through the Mooladhara chakra, we achieve the balance to try and remain in the center. And this helps us to also have a good peace of mind, because we have less thoughts, we have less emotions, and then we are in a blissful state. So we already spoke about this, that it doesn't keep us either in the left or the right, but we are always in the center, which means to be in the present. All the aggressive behavior, over planning, and over indulgence is gone. And because of this, our attention is very soothing. We feel less stressed. We feel less challenges mentally, and we are always in a blissful, enjoying witness state in life. So this is what it is, all about Mooladhara Chakra. And we will also try to meditate now, a technique different from what we have seen. And we will also try to see how we utilize the earth element to awaken the Mooladhara chakra within us. So we will move on now. And what we can do is we can get into a comfortable position. Either we sit on a chair or we sit on the floor, whichever way we are comfortable with. And let's try to relax ourselves. We'll slowly get into meditation, but before that, let's make sure that we are all relaxed. And we'll try to focus on our breath now. So let's take a few deep breaths. So we'll breathe in and then we'll hold for a few seconds and then we'll breathe out. So breathe in, hold for a few seconds, and then breathe out. Once again, breathe in, hold for a few seconds, breathe out. Once again, breathe in, hold for a few seconds, and then breathe out. So we start with the first step. We'll keep both our hands on Mother Earth with a palm touching the Mother Earth. If we are sitting on a chair, we can just uh, keep our hands pointing, the palms pointing towards Mother Earth. Our eyes are closed and we can take the first affirmation. Mother Kundalini, please absorb all the impurities within me towards Mother Earth. Mother Kundalini, please absorb all the imbalances within me towards Mother Earth. Now we can slowly bring both our hands back on our lap. Now we can take our right hand and place it on the left side of our heart. And here we can take the affirmation, Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. Mother Kundalini, please fill my heart with love and compassion for everyone and for myself. Mother Kundalini, please fill my heart with love and compassion for everyone and for myself. Now we can take our right hand and keep it on the left side of our neck. Sorry. And here we can take the next affirmation. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty of anything. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty of anything. And now we move our right hand on our forehead. We can bend our heads down a bit and we take the next affirmation. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Now we take our right hand and we keep it on the back side of our neck. This is where we saw the Mooladhara Chakra exists on our head. So on the back side, which is exactly parallel to our eyes. And here we can ask for forgiveness that for anything that we have done. So the affirmation is Mother Kundalini, please forgive me. Mother Kundalini, please forgive me. And now we take our right hand, place it on top of our head. We gently massage it in clockwise direction. And we take the final affirmation. Mother Kundalini, thank you for giving me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, thank you for giving me my self-realization. And now we can slowly bring our hands down. We can use our left hand to keep it above the head without touching it. And try to see how we feel today. What do we feel on our palms? Can similarly check with our right hand again. And in this state, we can silently be in meditation for a few minutes. In this state of meditation, we can watch a very short talk from Sri Mataji.
But as Kundalini rises, on every center, you start getting the light of that center. At the first center, you get back your innocence. Your eyes become innocent. Your behavior becomes innocent. You are not filled with lust and greed. You don't look at things with lust and greed, but you look at things with innocence, which is a very big thing that people have lost, and that you get back. And such a person develops many qualities. One of them is that such a person is full of fragrance. Such a person has a tremendous gravity. Tremendous gravity. And such a person has tremendous dynamism, and attraction is a bad word, so I don't want to use it, but magnetic. His magnet is awakened within him. This is the center of your magnet, of the earth. Such a person develops a tremendous sense of roads, and sense of direction. You place him anywhere, he will know where to go, like birds. You place birds anywhere, they know which side is north, south, east, west. In the same way, you also develop your lost innocence and your magnet within you by which you have proper direction. But the highest of all, you develop the proper direction to wisdom, which is the wise thing to do. You just don't do stupid things. You just don't do. Even if you ever try to do it, you will not do it because you know it is so stupid. Just you don't do it. I mean, it is so simple to be wise than to be stupid. Because if you have to be stupid, you have to go out of the way to be stupid and idiotic. But if you want to be normal and wise, is the easiest thing to do. But what people do is to do things that would make them more and more stupid, nonsensical. Because also some people told me they do it, the reason being they think they have a nuisance value. Like in London now we have one funny stuff going on. They call it what? Punk rock. You see? It's a funny stuff. Now, poor things, they don't know what they are doing. And I think only value of that punk rock system is this, that they try to sort of make a nuisance out of them so that people feel attracted towards them, or sort of a significance out of them. But when you become a realized soul, you realize your significance because you understand you are part and parcel of the whole, and that your significance is to give realization to others. The highest of highest. That's what you have to do. Now you are a saint. And that's how the whole attitude of cheapishness, of outward shallowness finishes, and you become a serene, dignified personality. This is not possible through any sermon, any lecture. It's only possible when the Kundalini rises, you become like a very dignified child. Very dignified child. I had seen one beautiful painting done of Mother Mary being taught first time. If you see her as a child, she's a very dignified personality. As a child, she's about 10 years of age. I have seen my own grandchildren who are not very old, but extremely dignified. They walk like kings, behave like kings. In every behavior, you find there's such a dignity. They'll never do something shallow. They'll never ask for anything. They never weep for anything. They never cry for anything. They're so dignified, and they understand it so well what is dignity is. I don't have to tell them because they're born realized. In the same way, you become that. Nobody has to tell you that do this or do that. But you understand that you must have self-respect. This happens to you automatically. This is actualization. Nobody has to tell you that you be dignified, you just become. I have seen people who were absolutely absurd. Even from this punk rock, we got some people. And they were so changed that people could not recognize them. But one thing bad has happened with this punk rock, that they put some sort of dye in their head, and since then their eyes became very weak. Because these dyes, I think, make the optic lobe covered with some sort of a color, and you can't see properly, and the eyes became very weak. And it took some time for us to remove the effect of those dyes from their head. We go headlong. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong in this world if it is a stupid fool. But for a wise man, there are very many things which are absolutely wrong, and there are very many things which are absolutely correct. So you develop your wisdom by this first center.
We can now be in meditation for a few more minutes before we end our session today. Can slowly open our eyes and bow to the Mother Kundalini within us. And with that, we can conclude today's meditation. I hope you had a good session today, and we will again meet next week where we will try to cover a new topic again. So I wish you all a wonderful week and see you all next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.